Now, everybody who's watching, let's get RBT to 500,000 subscribers by Christmas. He's the best Madden scientist there is. I subscribe to him, and if you don't subscribe to, your favorite team is going to lose to the I'm not saying that team.
So unless you guys have been under a rock, you more than likely have seen what went down between Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. You can have your own opinions about what happened and what shouldn't have happened and who was wrong and who wasn't wrong and who initiated the fight and who didn't. That's not what the video is about. All we know is after that, Mason Rudolph and Myles Garrett have some bad blood between each other. And there's only one way to settle this, and that is in Madden 20, as you guys, my Madden scientist sidekicks, have been screaming at me, telling me we needed to conduct this experiment to settle this beef between Mason Rudolph and Myles Garrett, and today is the day it is happening, as we are going to put a full entire team of Myles Garrett and a full entire team of Mason Rudolphs up against each other, and Mason Rudolph at every single position and Myles Garrett at every single position, and see which player would win in a head-to-head matchup. It's gonna be mental, dudes. We're gonna settle this beef, and today's the day. So hopefully you guys do enjoy today's Madden scientific experiment, and kind of like a WWE type video as well, so like WWE and science combined into one. And if you do, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can do something crazy, my dudes. Let's see if by the end of today we can hit 10,000 likes on today's video. Let's make that happen. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. Now guys, we're getting so freaking close. We're gonna make it happen. Let's see if we can make it happen by December 1st. Before we even get into December, if we do hit 400k subscribers by Christmas, we're gonna be turning my Christmas giveaway into insanity. 3 Xbox One X's and 3 PS4 Pros. We're gonna be giving away to my subscribers, and that is if and only if we do hit 400k by Christmas. Also, and extremely important, you do have notifications on, because starting December 1st, we're going to be running 25 days of Christmas on the channel, where every single upload up until Christmas, going to be giving away Xbox codes, PS4 codes, Amazon codes. And how do you win those? That's if you do have notifications on, one of the first people to watch the video, so you can get the codes. So make sure you do have on notifications. With that said, my dudes, it's time for some science. As we look at today's roster, it's going to be extremely important to see how these two players are at each and every position. First of all, we're going to be looking at the team of Myles Garrett. It's Myles Garrett's original player card with every single stat exactly the same. So as you see at quarterback, Myles Garrett is a 12 overall. At running back, he's a 25 overall. He does have 96 strength and 84 speed, so he could be a menace at 272 pounds. Imagine trying to tackle Myles Garrett like 20 times a game. At fullback, he's going to be at 47 overall. Wide receiver, he's only at 19 overall. At tight end, he's a 41 overall, so he could be a beast there as well, especially with that 6'4 frame. Down the O-line, he's a 47 overall left tackle, 50 overall left guard, 49 overall center, 50 overall right guard, and 47 overall right tackle. So not like the worst offensive line in the world. At left end, obviously, he's a beast, 91 overall. Same thing on the right side, 91 overall. So obviously, this defense is going to be mental. Myles Garrett's everywhere. Defensive tackle, 92 overall. Linebacker core, 90 on the left side, 84 on the inside, 90 overall on the right side. At cornerback, he's even a 71 overall cornerback. Imagine being covered by a 272-pound cornerback with 84 speed, a 79 overall free safety, a 79 overall strong safety, only a 43 overall kicker, and a 43 overall punter. Kick return, he's a 25 overall. Let's freaking go, Myles. It's going to be extremely difficult for this offense to move the football because he's a 12 overall quarterback, so he's not really going to be accurate. But that is the team of Myles Garrett. Now moving along to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the team of Mason Rudolph. Obviously, a big advantage offensively. Even though Mason Rudolph might not be that effective running the football or catching the football, they have a huge advantage, the biggest advantage of today's video, with him actually being a halfway competent quarterback. He might now have half of his head and half of his brain missing, but still is going to be more effective than Myles Garrett at the quarterback position. So Mason Rudolph, a 65 overall quarterback. At the running back position, he's only a 32 overall, so less than Myles Garrett. He has 76 speed, so not extremely slow, not extremely fast, so kind of more like a fullback. I mean, keep in mind, he's actually taller than Myles Garrett, about 40 pounds lighter at 6'5", 235. at the fullback position. He's a 30 overall wide receiver. He's only a 12 overall. So he's probably going to have some difficulty throwing the ball to himself. At tight end, he's only a 22 overall. And a huge mismatch and a huge disadvantage here compared to Myles Garrett's offensive line. With every single offensive line position, he's a 12 overall. And aside from the quarterback position, he's pretty much at a disadvantage at every single position, but it's kind of even itself out because quarterback's obviously the most important position. At left end, he's only a 20 opposed to Myles Garrett's 91 overall, a 20 on the right side. On the inside of D-tackle, he's a 15 overall. 15 overall on the left side linebacker position. He is going to be a 12 overall, the middle linebacker position, so not really good there. At the outside linebacker position on the right side, he's a 15. At cornerback, Myles Garrett's a 71. Mason Rudolph's a 20. Free safety's a 25. Strong safety's a 25. A 30 overall kicker. He's even a worse kicker and punter than Myles Garrett. So it's going to be interesting, dudes. Obviously, like I said, quarterback's most important position on the field. You're going to be able to move the ball through the air with Mason Rudolph throwing the football. But it's just going to kind of even itself out because it's just Myles Garrett's pretty much better at every single position, but obviously quarterback's so important. So what's going to happen today? With that said, it's officially time to get this thing going. Team of Myles Garrett versus a team of Mason Rudolph. The beef is going to be squashed today. It's kind of like the KSI Logan Paul beef being squashed in a boxing match, but it's in Madden. Curious to see the overalls here. The Browns are going to be the home team today. 77 overall with the team of Myles Garrett. And the team of Mason Rudolphs is in fact a 75 overall. So a slight advantage to the team of Myles Garrett. We're not going to control either team. It's all going to be up to both of these individuals and their team. We're going to play simulation game type, 7-minute quarters, Brown Stadium, nighttime. Let me know your predictions on who you think wins this game and your score prediction in the comment section below. With that said, it's time for some WWE and scientific research combined into one. Get ready for a doozy, my dudes. 3rd down and 7, Myles Garrett, his football first. What is he doing? 15 minutes in the pocket, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, enough time to write a poetry book. But eventually, Mason Rudolph takes him down as just like that, 3 and out. But look at this one, the punt. It's beautiful. Absolute beauty. 15 yards down the field. In great field position for the team of Mason Rudolph. For the 3rd down and 10 already. He throws the ball directly towards the grass pedal, as that, once again, is going to be a 4th down and 10, so you can already tell how this ball game is going to go, and look at the punt. It's a beauty. Literally went about 5 yards down the field. Myles Garrett brings it out to the 21. Can we finally get something going here? Myles Garrett, a handoff to Myles Garrett, and finally, a 1st down, a 20-yard carry. Myles Garrett all the way down to the 44-yard line, but oh god, dude, now a 3rd down and 10. Myles Garrett, what are you doing, dude? The pocket is not used for poetry writing. It is used for throwing footballs, as he needs to set like a 20-minute time limit in between the time he snaps the ball, in between the time he gets the ball out, because it's ridiculous at this point. No, another freaking 7-yard punt. But oh, here we go again. A 3rd and a 13. Can Mason Rudolph finally take advantage of this field position, a pass to himself, as that's going to be just shy of the 1st down marker. That's going to set up for a 4th down and 1. They know they can't kick a field goal, so they can't punt it more than 2 yards down the field. They're going to go for a 4th down and 1. Mason Rudolph, a pass to himself, but knocked down. Myles Garrett. He's like a young Richard Sherman out here. As with 2 minutes left to go in the first, still no points scored today. Looks like it might be another 3 and out. 3rd down and 8. Myles Garrett finally gets the ball down the field. A dime! An absolute dime. Myles Garrett, 21 yards on a rope to himself. 1st down into plus territory. A screen pass here. Myles Garrett to the outside. That's going to be another 1st down. Looks like we finally got something cooking here. 2nd down and 10 inside the red zone. Myles Garrett, another outside pass. He's going to run down the field, break a tackle, and be stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. As that is going to take us into the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and inches to start the quarter from the 8-yard line. A handoff to himself. And look at him bulldozing into the end zone. Get happy, Myles Garrett. You've won the game thus far as he falls on the ground. 6-0. Attempt of PAT. And look at it. It's beauty. Poetry in motion here in Cleveland as Mason Rudolph can't bring it back for the 2 points. But what a game up to this point. Mason Rudolph's ball, 2nd and 3. He actually finally completes a pass to himself, as that is going to be a 1st down into plus territory. Keep in mind, all the kickoffs after touchdowns are literally going to go like 2 yards, hence why there's always going to be good field position. And look at this dude, Mason Rudolph. I mean, he's supposed to be able to throw the ball bare minimum. That's his only actual position as he overthrows the wide open man. Going to set up for another punt. And look at it. I think they're actually getting better. I think that one went 9 yards instead of 8. As now, Myles Garrett ball once again. 3rd down and 8. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Can he keep things cooking and keep this momentum going? He's actually getting the ball at, oh God, dude. He overthrew that one. That easily could have potentially been a touchdown if he makes that catch. But another 4-yard punt gives him field position once again to the 43. A dime to the outside. Actually keeps his feet in bounds and makes the catch. And then I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's a bunch of freaking 3-and-outs and punts because you have Mason Rudolph. Oh my God! Myles Garrett turned into an elegant giraffe on that play. Look at him in slow motion. I've never even seen that animation before. This is a Myles Garrett only animation. 3rd and 9, chunking the ball down the field. As almost picked off, Mason Rudolph doesn't have the hands, as that's going to force another punt. But at least an elegant play on that drive. 3rd down and 10, a slant pattern. Mason Rudolph going nowhere. As what do you know, another 3-and-out, as this has just been absolute disgraceful performance from both sides. There's only 30 seconds left to go in this first half, and of course Myles Garrett's just going to need the football and not try to score in 30 seconds. But yes, he is! He can do it, the young Padawan, on the halfback screen, running and chugging all the way down to the 2-yard line. There's no way that Myles Garrett's going to be kept out of the end zone. Only 2 yards away with 2 timeouts, 2nd down and goal. Enough time in the pocket to recite the Declaration of Independence with sign language. He throws the ball in between 2 Myles Garretts, and they don't catch the ball. And what a mistake here from Freddie catches Myles Garrett on the field goal attempt. And I literally don't think if he attempted the field goal from inside the end zone, if that would have been good. As what a half of football into the second half. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. 4th down and 3. Myles Garrett goes to punt. Literally goes 6 yards. And oh no, Mason Rudolph. What a mistake here. That's going to be great field position. The first actual turnover of the ball game. As Myles Garrett gets the ball at the 42-yard line. Drops back like a Tom Brady. A wide open Myles Garrett. A dime. A dime. Myles Garrett to Myles Garrett. Watch your heads here today. Hopefully you don't get a headache watching this, as that's another touchdown for Myles Garrett as they do go on top 12-0 now into the fourth quarter. Mason Rudolph's got to get something going here. A screen pass going nowhere. As bold strategy, Cotton, as they go for it on a 4th down and 12 from their own 25-yard line, and Mason Rudolph throws it to the outside. Oh, off his hands. As with 5 minutes to go, Myles Garrett leads 12-0. As what a performance up to this point, especially defensively. 1st and 10, handoff Myles Garrett like a young Trent Richardson before he got into the NFL and forgot his eyeballs. A 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line, and oh, look at Myles Garrett, that little sneaky snake. Did it on purpose, didn't he? Just trying to show off here and show out right in front of Mason Rudolph's head. As that's another touchdown as he's on top 18-0. They gotta get something going quick. Little screen pass to himself. Mason Rudolph picks up about 9 yards there. One of the biggest plays for them offensively in the second half. 2nd down and inches here. 3 minutes to go. Little underneath out Mason Rudolph. He's gonna take this one inside the 10-yard line. As there's only 3 minutes to go, I think it might be a little bit too late for them to get anything going. 3rd and goal from the 4. Mason Rudolph on this slant pattern throws the pass to himself, as that is going to be their first touchdown of the ball game. He's so happy, even though he's freaking losing by 12 points. And Myles Garrett, dude, I'm telling you, he's like an elegant Emmitt Smith out here. He has the size of an Emmitt Smith and the elusiveness of a Barry Sanders, keeping on chugging along down the field all the way down the 8-yard line. 2nd to go, another handoff. I'm telling you, dude, he's a majestic Saquon Barkley / Le'Veon Bell hybrid. As boys, that is gonna do it. Myles Garrett gets the huge win, 24-6 over the team of Mason Rudolphs. Mason Rudolph embarrassed once again. Although Myles Garrett obviously was wrong, hitting him in the head with a goddamn helmet, turning Mason Rudolph into a freaking airhead. But still, both these guys, I don't know, they both look bad. But anyways, who cares about all that? All that was determined today is Myles Garrett wins this matchup, wins this beef. As the stats speak for themselves, the scoreline speaks for itself. And I guess at the end of the day, Mason Rudolph in today's gameplay still had a little bit of a headache.